Hey, what's up guys, JJ Riley here, and I just got done watching one of the most boring movies I have ever had the displeasure of seeing. Holy shit. I literally just got back from watching this movie, and I've already forgotten it. After you see this movie, your brain's defense mechanism will literally start forgetting this movie. I have no idea how this movie was able to be put out. It is absolute garbage. First off, Morbius has been delayed countless and countless of times, and it should have been delayed. This movie is a disaster from start to finish. There's almost no redeeming qualities about Morbius. Let's start with the story. The story is predictable. You can literally predict almost everything about this movie before you even see it. If you've watched the trailers, you know exactly how this movie is going to play out. It is downright embarrassing. If I was paid $500,000 to say I like the Morbius movie, I would rather stick my nuts in a blender. This is on par with like Ghost Rider Nicolas Cage. It's something that would come out in like the early 2005s. At least Venom was trying. Morbius does not try whatsoever. I didn't care for any of the characters. I didn't care about Morbius himself. And let's talk about Jared Leto for a second, okay? I think Jared Leto is a good actor. He needs to fire his agent. He either A, needs to fire his agent, or B, just stop taking these shitty ass roles. First off, he's in one of the worst DC movies, and now he is probably in the worst Marvel movie. None of the characters are likable. Morbius himself is not even likable. One redeeming quality that I think it might have is, I think the dynamic between Jared Leto and the main villain of the story, it was actually somewhat interesting for like 2 seconds, and then you realize how stupid they look. This CGI is a complete mess. Morbius looks like a Snapchat filter. He does not look cool. He does not look menacing. He does not look scary in the slightest. So when you see him running around and killing all these guys, you just can't help but laugh. It's just so embarrassing. This is a vampire movie, right? In this movie, there is no blood, really. When he starts killing a ton of people, there's no blood to be seen. He'll cut a guy's throat and you'll hear the sound of blood, but there's no actual blood. Everything in this movie, there's just so many confusing choices. There's this one scene where they're chasing Morbius, and Morbius jumps up, and he's all the way on top of the roof, and then less than 20 seconds later, the cop already catches him. Like, how did you... What, are you also a vampire? There's so many inconsistencies like that in the movie. What also makes this movie incredibly boring to watch is that throughout the whole entire runtime of the movie, they have the same bluish greenish filter that is used in almost every scene. So even though we're in different locations throughout the whole movie, it looks like we're in the same location when we're not, because the filter just makes everything look so grainy and we can't really tell. We always look like we're underground in like a bunker somewhere. The fight scenes look like PlayStation 2 graphics. They do not look good whatsoever. In the movie theater, I actually fell asleep, and when I woke up, I was actually really excited because I was like, oh, a lot of time has passed. That means I get to go home early. I look at my phone and I fell asleep for like 5 minutes. So I felt like I was in like this weird state of like hell. Like it was an episode of ReZero and I couldn't wake up. It was absolutely terrifying because that means I would have to watch this piece of shit over and over again. As you can tell, I don't like this movie. If you do, that's fine. More power to you. This was so bad, I couldn't even make fun of it. I love bad movies because usually, you know, there's some fun to be had. You can make fun of it. You can not take it as seriously, but this, I can't even make fun of it. It's just bad. The more I talk about it, the more I forget about it. I think that's what trauma does, isn't it? Your brain blocks out traumatic events. That's what I feel like is happening to me. Like, I'm genuinely being serious. I can't remember a single thing that happens in the movie. Like, my brain is blocking all these memories. My brain is trying to save me from going crazy. The message I want you to take from this, if you have a family member, friend, a loved one, any loved one, and if they are going to see the Morbius movie, do everything in your power to stop them, slap them, tackle them, pay them not to see the Morbius movie. If I know you personally and you're going to see the Morbius movie, I will pay you to not see the Morbius movie. Please, do not watch it. It's a waste of your time. You'll never get your money back. It is absolute garbage. Do not watch this movie. That being said, please like, subscribe. I have no words.